Hello everyone, I'm Trang. My full name is Lương Huyền Trang. I'm a student in class 12A5 at Lê High School, which is one in three high schools in the Kerr district, belong to Gia Lai province. Although the Kerr district is a small district bordering Cambodia, and there are a lot of difficulties about many aspects, but with education, I believe that my district isn't inferior to another district of our country. We have a lot of schools with good and enthusiasm teachers. Besides, we also established a library. In the past time, I was at Gia Lai Education and Training Department with Gia Lai Department of Cultural, Sports and Tourism organized a reading cultural ambassador 2019 competition. And responding to that competition and seeing the benefits of it, I enjoyed it. The competition has given me 3 topics, and I have chosen the 3rd topic because I want to use my creative to continue writing my story. I also opted to speak English to make this topic because with me it can help me improve my pronunciation and practice my confidence. Especially, I want to convey to everyone the inspiration and the great rule of reading. Those are the reason why I'm here.
Perhaps we all know the story of an excellent writer is The Little Match Girl. The story ends with the death of the girl who saw match. She passed away before the cold indifference of the people around her, but her cheeks turned red and her lips were smiling. Maybe she flies with her grandmother to God in heaven, where she is loved, welcome, and be happy with her grandmother and mother. But I don't want the story to stop there. I want to continue writing the ending for my story. I wish up there. She makes a lot of tiny and beautiful angles. They have a lot of smooth and white wings behind their back. And there are a lot of trumpets in their hand to blow to welcome her. She is very happy and she walks fastly. Her life has never been a real child like this. Golden light, paradise gate, and sparkling beautiful view of the ceiling. She comes in there. There are a lot of people in there, but the familiar figure seems to be a father. Her mother, really her mother. They hugged each other and cried. Maybe today is the happiest day of her life with her grandmother and mother beside her. She will be loved and wrapped. All day she keeps playing so happily. Suddenly in the afternoon, she remembers her father. She has asked her grandmother and mother to go out and see her father. And she is frozen when she her father calls her name in a drunken state, until her father sees her body lying on the side of the road. He cries bitterly. She wants to be closer to her father. Although he was torturing her in the past, he is still her father. She wanted to close and hug her father, but she can't. She asked her grandmother to let him come here with her, but her grandmother doesn't agree. She keeps screaming like that until she falls asleep. The next day she wakes up and she looks down in surprise when she sees her father. He is holding a picture of him and her. She loves him so much, but she doesn't know how to do it. Suddenly, her father stands up. His face shows great determination, and he goes to apply for a job at one of the stores. Seeing her father like that, she is very happy to think that her father, her grandmother, her mother, and her would be happy. Sometime later, she comes back to find her father. At this time, he is the director. More specifically, he is the director of an orphanage. And there are many situations like her in there. So her father has a lot of difficult people to get a good life. From now, she really can be happy and live happily with her grandmother and mother. But forever, there's one thing she doesn't know is the words that motivated her father is the words behind the picture of her father and her is I love you so much, Daddy. And you know, children are the preschools, the future of each nation. So I want all children to be nurtured, protected, and live in a more beautiful life.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside that behind the success of a man is indispensable to have a human civility. And I believe that behind the success of anyone, it is at least one book, if not even a bookcase. And isn't the wisdom is the source of all valuable assets you can see in the world. For me, the time to read is the time I feel the most comfortable. It's where I pause everything between the busy life, reflect the book I'm reading and my life. Reading with me is a joy because of the sad times. Holding the book and reading it, I suddenly find my story is not sad. Books are a source of inspiration and a great source of encouragement for me. Books bring me to new horizons and new lands. Reading a lot of books like adding nutrition, that small plants that grow green trees to become major trees to help society.
Firstly, I want to create a book club, including super cheap knowledge bookcase. In there, people can read books and they can contribute their books. Secondly, I think we need to organize reading festivals more commonly. Thirdly, the school must encourage creativity, actively seek new knowledge from selected words valuable from the knowledge base on humanity by having 15 minutes of reading every day through the sound system of school bar. There's 1 hour of introductory books per week. Each month, there's a storytelling session about reading and gives as precious books for the best readers. And our school has carried out many activities to enhance the rule of reading, such as the introduction of new books, the organization of reading festivals, and calling for students to contribute books to the library more diverse. Fourthly, the family must build a tradition and a reading culture for children and grandchildren by taking more care of their children's spiritual life through concrete actions such as reading to their children tale before they sleep, encourage their children, save money to buy books, take the time to listen to your children tell good stories. As long as I can do it well, I believe we will create a young generation that appreciates, takes advantages of the valuable knowledge gained from books. Always remember, it's from books that wise people derive consolation in the troubles of life.